Hello, beautifuls. Welcome. Tonight is a very special class. We will be doing a Yoga Nidra practice, which is a lying down sleep meditation. And we have a very special lunation. The moon will be entering into the new phase in the sign of Scorpio on the 20th of November, the wee hours of the morning, 1:47 a.m. Eastern, 12:47 Central, and so on. So we have this really special transition. We are already in Scorpio. The moon entered Scorpio today and really will be in full for the whole day tomorrow, or the whole night, day and night, and then transition rather quickly into the Sagittarius energy. So we have this very short window. The moon typically stays in each sign for 2 to 3 days. So this one is 2. So it's the shorter time frame. And we're also in Scorpio season. So the sun is also in Scorpio. So we have more energy around the themes of death and sex and transformation. It's a really deep dive. Scorpio likes to get down and dirty in the darkest aspects of ourselves. And so collectively, we might be feeling perhaps more curious about the darker shadow selves that we possess. Perhaps it's a bit grotesque or frightening. These are typically the things about ourselves that we don't like to see. But we're blessed because the moon is feminine energy. The moon is bringing that loving parent into our awareness and reminding us that although things may be challenging, we can embrace them and we can hold them in a loving space. So, to prepare for tonight's class, you will need to find a surface that you can lay relatively flat on. And this is mainly centered around your spine. So from the back of your head down to your tailbone. And this is just so that the prana, or the life force energy, your breath, flows more freely and easily through you. So I always recommend doing my classes from your bed. And if you can't be in your bed, then just be easy on yourself. Be on a soft mat or like a fluffy rug, or put some blankets down that are a bit thicker so that there can be some softness under you. We lay in a completely static position during Yoga Nidra. We lie down in Shavasana, corpse pose. So our arms are out by our sides, our palms are facing up in a gesture of receiving all that is here for us. We allow our legs to separate out to the sides, and we let our toes fall away from the midline of the body. We give our arms a little bit of space away from the body, not in like a complete T, but a little bit wider than the hip width distance. We also try to keep the head so that it's flat and sinking back. So if you tend to like to prop your head up on a pillow, you want to, it's not showing up in the green screen. I swear there's one behind my head. You want to make sure that the pillow will go between your shoulders and the back of your head if you need to have a pillow, so that there's just a flat surface. If you want to have something underneath of your neck, because the parts of the body that are a little bit away from the surface that you're on might get a little uncomfortable because there's nothing to hold them there. So say behind your knees, behind the small curve of your neck, you might want to place a little rolled up hand towel under the curve of your neck. You might want to place some pillows or bolsters underneath of your knees, even something under your elbows and your arms if the arms feel like they get a little sore. But allow yourself to get used to the practice. So every time you practice Yoga Nidra, you become a little bit more aware of how your body stays at rest in stillness the entire practice. And it might take some time to recognize each time you practice, especially if you're new to it, you might want to add a little bit more softness, a little bit more cushioning, or perhaps take something away or get a very thin cushion to place behind your head if your head tends to get a little sore at the back of it. So make any adjustments that you need to now. Get extra blankets, pillows, cushions. Make sure that your door is closed to whatever room you're in or that you won't be bothered for this hour. Perhaps you want to put on some oil that really helps you to calm, or even play some soothing, steady music or tones in the background. All of these things are what you can control. That's why having these on a live stream is really beneficial. You're not disturbed by other sounds in other practitioners or in the environment. So it's a really wonderful way. I love to teach, excuse me, via live stream. Perhaps I should take my own advice and do this practice. But as we begin to ease into our own space, I invite you to slowly begin to soften and relax, to let the body and the mind know that we're preparing for a practice that is silent and still, and will remain this way, only using the elements of listening and feeling. There will be no movement until the end of class, until I let you know. So please get ready for Yoga Nidra. Lie down in Shavasana. It's the time now to make any adjustments that you need. For when we begin, there will be no more movement. Find the most comfortable resting shape for your unique form. Remember, this is the time for you to feel held. Allow yourself to soften into the knowing that just for this class, there is nowhere to go, there is nothing to do, and there is nothing to prove. You are perfectly imperfect. You are exactly where you need to be. And all the forces in the universe are conspiring in your favor. All that is wishes the very best in wellness and wholeness for you. Trust that you are divinely guided, infinitely supported, and unconditionally loved. Allow your breath to begin to lengthen without force. Adopt a mindset of gentle awareness that you are here now and that you are just arriving. You are allowed the time to arrive. You are entering into your own inner temple. We will be going deep into the inner recesses of the subconscious mind, the space that Scorpio energy loves to be in, to dance in the darkness. Feel the heaviness, the weight of your body. Feel where the earth rises to meet you. Consistently, you are steadily held without question. With every exhale you take, allow it to signal to your whole system, your energetic system, your nervous system, your consciousness, your physical system. Say to yourself, I am safe here. I can let go. As you continue to settle, imagine the soft lunar glow slowly being covered by shadow. Notice when the moon is in its crescent shape. And as your eyelids close or close more deeply, see the shadow completely overtake any light left in the moon. Envision this at the top back of your head, at Bindu. This is the dark light, the velvety light, this new moon, completely blacked out. We cannot see it. It is a moon of initiation. Being in Scorpio, it is a moon of descent, of returning to the inner well. She invites us tonight into the places beneath the surface, the places we rarely allow ourselves to linger, the places where truth and transformation live. These places can sometimes be uncomfortable. Allow yourself to increase your awareness to the outside world. We'll become aware of any outside sounds before we come back in. Become aware of any distant sounds, the furthest sound you can hear. Allow your sense of hearing to range into the distance, and then gradually withdraw it back, right back to this room. Develop your awareness of the room you're in, and you lying here. Become aware of the shape of your beautiful body, lying on the earth, open. Become aware of your breathing. Just be conscious that you are. Awareness of breath and awareness of body. Remember your purpose and say to yourself mentally, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will remain awake. I will not move. I will not sleep. With every exhale, allow a deeper journey inward. With every inhale, gather a sense of courage, of curiosity, confidence, and trust. It is time now to state your resolve, your sankalpa, the intention for your practice. Allow one to come to you, a short, simple statement, easy words. Perhaps with the Scorpio new moon, it might resonate to repeat. I enter the inner recesses of myself with gentleness. Or I observe my shadow self with honesty. Allow your resolve to come to you. There's no need to rush. There is no force. Allow your intuition to guide you. You know exactly what you need. Ask for it. Ask all of the angels and ancestors, guides and spirits to provide, to support, to allow you to witness yourself through the light and love that you are held in, open, honest, and willing to see with curiosity. Repeat your sankalpa to yourself 3 times with full meaning and awareness. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. We will now move into the rotation of consciousness, awareness of different parts of the body by taking a trip. The intention is not to change or move anything, but to notice and to bring light into shadow. As I state each part, let your mind jump freely from one to the next, becoming aware and moving on. The practice always begins with the right hand. Become aware of your right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The practice always continues with the left hand. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go to the top of the head. Become aware of your forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, right thigh, left thigh, right knee, left knee, right calf muscle, left calf muscle, right ankle, left ankle, right toes, left toes. Now the back. Bring awareness to the back body, tailbone, the low back, the mid back, shoulder blades, back of the head, top of the head. Become aware of the front of the body. Bring awareness to the pelvis, belly, solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the face, the third eye, crown, the top back of the head. Become aware of the major parts of the body, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole of the head together, the whole of the back together, the whole front together, the whole body together, the whole body together. Feel your whole body in the dark and deep, yet present. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is judged, only witnessed. Scorpio brings emotional waters to navigate these often dark and deep and discomforting waters. We will shift our awareness to the breath and the skin. Become aware of the sensations in the skin. Feel held by the earth herself. Concentrate on the parts of the body that meet the earth beneath you. Feel those meeting points intensely, evenly. Bring your attention to the soles of the feet and feel the skin on the soles of the feet. From the heels to the tips of the toes, feel the skin. Now bring your attention to the palms of your hands. Feel the skin on the palms of your hands and fingers. Feel the skin and also become aware of the lines on your palms and fingers. Intensely, with full awareness. Bring your awareness to your face. Become aware of the skin on your face. Develop your awareness. Develop your awareness of the skin on your forehead, on your cheeks, and your chin. Become aware of any lines on your face. Bring your attention to the eyelids. Feel the meeting points between the eyelids. And now the lips. Feel the meeting points of the skin between the lips. Intensely, with feeling. Shift your awareness now to the natural breath. Become aware that you are breathing quietly and slowly. Become conscious of your breathing and nothing else. Concentrate on the flow of the breath, cooling to the nostrils, warming on the exhale. Notice the rise of the belly, no effort, and the gentle fall and release, no force. Now imagine you are breathing into a deep inner lake. The water is still, dark, and reflective. This is your Scorpio water, your emotional body, your intuition, your truth. With every inhale, light descends into the lake. With every exhale, all that is no longer needed rises like mist and dissolves. There is an eerie quality. Something is off. A choice must be made. Allow the breath to reveal what you've been holding. Perhaps a feeling, a memory, a story, a fear, a longing. Whatever comes is the manifesting state of your subconscious mind. It is perfect. It is divinely timed. Imagine placing it gently on the surface of the lake. Allow it to float. No fixing, no forcing, just witnessing. As you release that which you've been holding and allow the water to carry it away. Begin to concentrate on the flow of the breath within you, deep in the inner recesses of your being. Become aware of the breath. Become aware of the breath in the depths of your chakra system. With every inhale, allow Muladhara to open, to expand. Allow the breath to rise to Swadhisthana, the waters. With every exhale, begin to gently close Muladhara at the base of your spine, at the center of your pubic bone, tailbone, and two sits bones. Allow that contraction in your mind to rise to Swadhisthana to complete your exhale. Whenever the inhale comes, release and open Muladhara. Release and let flow Swadhisthana. Whenever the exhale is ready, contract Muladhara. Close Muladhara. And allow that contraction to flow to seal off Swadhisthana. When the inhale is ready, release and open. Muladhara, Swadhisthana. When the exhale is ready, contract and close. Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Now begin to practice counting your inhales from 108 to 1 as follows. Inhale, Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Exhale, Muladhara, Swadhisthana. 108, inhale. 108, exhale. 107, inhale. 107, exhale. And so on. Repeat this mentally to yourself as you practice, always opening on the inhale and closing on the exhale. Remember, if you make a mistake, you must go back to 108 and start again. Full awareness of mental alternate nostril breathing and counting. There should be no mistake and no sleeping. Continue counting with total awareness. Continue with total awareness. Now leave your breathing in this deep stillness. Sense what the Scorpio energy brings up for you. Perhaps an inner truth ready to be claimed, a longing ready to be honored, a cycle ready to begin. Allow this awareness to arise from the body, not the mind. It is an intuitive knowing. Ask what power the Scorpio new moon holds for you. Is it to choose truth, to trust your intuition, to release what drains you, to allow readiness for transformation, to be led by your inner knowing? It's a deep and unwavering belief the body holds. Now begin a gentle descent into your inner landscape, the journey to meet the Scorpio archetype. Become aware of Chitakasha, the inner space you see behind your forehead. Develop your awareness of this space an infinite space that extends as far as you can see, as low or as high, and as wide as you can see. Become aware of this space. Be totally aware, but not involved. Observe it as if you are watching a movie. What you see is a projection of your subconscious. If you see patterns, shapes, colors, this is simply the way your mind is manifesting. Maintain your awareness and continue. Bring your attention to the eyebrow center, ajna. Focus your attention on the eyebrow center. Now become aware of a golden door. The door leads to a staircase, leading downward into a sacred cavern, cool, ancient, shimmering with deep black obsidian stone. A quiet sanctuary here beneath the surface of your daily life. Feel yourself step down, one step, then another, and another. Each step releasing a layer of tension, a story, an identity, an expectation. What stories have kept you from living a fully empowered and passionate life? Are you ready to release them? By simply stepping down. At the bottom of the staircase is a pool of dark water. It is not frightening. It is womb-like, deep, soft, restorative, honest, caressing, loving. Approach the water. Come to sit beside it and see your reflection. Do not look for your face, but for your essence. Ask yourself to know, what truth am I ready to meet? What limits am I ready to release? What part of me wants to be reborn? Allow the answers to rise like gentle ripples, concentric circles in the water. There's no need to interpret them. Simply receive. What newness is asking you to create something that you never have before? To begin for the first time, There's often fear in being new, being a first, being a beginner. We don't like to not know, even when we do not. Once we pass through the darkness, as we float in obsidian water, begin to feel a bit warmer, lighter. The soft sun's glow is red and then golden. The moon will begin to peek light out of a sliver as the Sagittarius flame glows. This is the torch that guides you from the depth into expansion. Feel the warmth on your skin in the cool black obsidian water. Feel the warmth on your shoulders and your heart, inviting you up, out, and onward. The cavern begins to brighten, and the staircase becomes illuminated. You are ready to rise. Perhaps you have felt like your emotions have been on high alert, like conversations or memories have cut a bit deeper. This is your cosmic mirror. The sun, the moon, and Mercury, the conversations of intimate groups, are all in Scorpio. We are all going deep together. It's an invitation to the underground parts of our psyche, the unseen, the repressed, the truth we didn't really want to face. There is an emotional alchemy happening. Scorpio likes to dig up old wounds, hidden desires, and the reasons behind our patterns. There is truth-telling in the shadows. Scorpio does not allow us to pretend and forces us to see what must be acknowledged, what controls us from behind the scenes. Scorpio is desire, creation, rebirth. This is not a lighthearted energy. It is about allowing something to die so that something real can emerge in its place. A false belief, a limit, a scarcity mindset, shame, guilt, a past action or behavior, grief and regret. What truth are you finally ready to face and allow to leave, to submerge in the darkest waters. Perhaps a former identity, an outdated story that you've retold far too many times, a toxic pattern or habit that seems to have more control over you than you it. Burn that page, shred it, tear it up, toss it into the fire. Whatever your tools for abolishing, use them now. The Scorpio new moon reminds us that the old ways may not work this time. We may need to soften and simply ground, exhale fully, bathe in waters, be present in nature. We're diving into the depths, and we do not have to drown. Scorpio wants us to let go of the illusion of control, to trust the transformation that is happening beyond anything we can possibly do in this dimension. Where have you mistaken control for safety, dear one? And what is a deeper emotional source to a new reaction, a new response that you might not have realized before? What would it look like to empathize with an enemy, to maintain a boundary for your own comfort, yet stay connected somehow? And do you have any existing intentions that are resurfacing that you can finally commit to in the space where what you've let go of now holds? Imagine yourself walking through a field of green and gold grass. The Scorpio sun is shining. A cool breeze wafts the air. Birds are calling sweetly from the trees. You come to a well in a field of flowers. There's a lovely fragrance in the air, and butterflies play amongst themselves. Visualize yourself walking along and seeing a well. See yourself going down the well, using whatever means you find necessary. The bottom of the well is dark, but from a tunnel there comes a faint light. Enter that tunnel. It goes down a slope, around a corner, up another slope, and then turns back on itself. You come into a big cave. There's a strong flaming light. You go over to that light and inspect it more closely. Within that light is a golden egg, very, very small, bright. From the golden egg, 3 streams of light project towards you. One to your left eye, one to your right eye, and one to your eyebrow center that shoots straight back to Bindu. Gaze steadily at the golden egg and become aware of these streams of light. Now leave the golden egg. Go back through the cave. Go quickly up the well and out into the field of golden and green grass. Once again, feel the warmth of the sun and the cool breeze blowing in your face. Return your awareness to Chitakasha. Return again to that inner space, the space you see behind the forehead. Watch the space carefully for colors or patterns that may emerge. There should be no effort, just awareness of watching. Total awareness of watching with no involvement. Continue watching the space and become aware of any images, any spontaneous thoughts that emerge. Try to become aware of these. Become aware of your resolve. Remember the sankalpa, the intention you made at the beginning of the practice. This is the time to repeat your resolve. Allow it to come back to you. Use the same one. State your simple resolve 3 times in the same words with the same attitude, full feeling and emphasis. Let your sankalpa echo softly inside of you. The truth you reclaimed in the dark, in the direction you aimed toward the light. May you carry your truth forward. May you trust your becoming. May you honor the cycles within. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the breath through the nostrils. Aware of the breath in the lower chakras. Develop total awareness of the breath in Muladhara and Swadhisthana, and continue practicing this. Mental awareness of opening and closing, inhaling and exhaling. Extend your awareness of the breath to every part of the body. As you inhale, feel life-giving force permeate your whole body. Take long, deep breaths. Become aware of your relaxed body and your physical existence. Once again, develop awareness of your surroundings, the surface you are lying on, the room you are in, and externalize your attention. Listen for the strange call of your inner truth just beyond. Begin to make small movements. Prepare to sit up. Take your time. There's no rush. When you are ready, roll gently to your side and use your hands to support yourself back to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to your low belly, bowing to your inner wisdom, bowing to the moon, bowing to this new path unfolding within you. As within, so without. As above, so below. Open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Being, consciousness, bliss. It's a beautiful time to reflect and journal any of the messages that may have come forward during the practice tonight. If you'd like further support, I am here as your holistic somatic intuition coach. You can find me at breathewithbeth.com. Take care of yourself. The deeper depths can be challenging. I'm here to guide and support you. Enjoy the newness that the Scorpio energy has brought into your life, into your being, into your spirit. And I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye, beautifuls. Take care.